Are we going to stop? Yeah, it does. Are we going to stop saying things like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I'm so happy right now to, my glad. Are we going to stop saying things like, hey, I'd like to introduce you to my father, to my dad? See, that one kind of works. That one kind of works. Susie was saying, you guys, I guess, had a pretty good St. Patty's Day. It sort of have been kind of MIA for a little bit. Had a good St. Patty's Day here. It's good as okay. Well, since I wasn't here for St. Patty's Day, I guess I can tell you some of. I'm a little bit of a St. Patty's Day expert. I know a lot about leprechauns. Do you guys want to hear some fun facts about leprechauns?
Oh
yeah. Okay. There are. Leprechauns, there's like 3 or 4 of these leprechauns out there, and they're in a rock and roll band, but unfortunately they all have hearing aids. The name of that band is Def Leprechaun. Also, dumb. There's also, these are like stand up for news puns that I'm going for. There's also like a whole group of leprechauns. They're kind of like entrepreneurial leprechauns, and like 30 of them, they all got together and they built like an AC company, and the name of that is Pot of Cold. And then the leprechauns, they love St. Patrick. Like, they love St. Patty. Like, he is number 1 in their book. So what they did is they got together and they bought, like, this huge apartment complex. And do you know what they named it?
What?
Patrick Mahomes. It's their chief resident. That's what it is. All right, you guys. I think that's all I have for you tonight. Bring back the wonderful Susie Sunshine.
Thank you, Robin Savage. Give it up. Woo! Everybody having a good time here tonight so far? Woo! Please give it up for Ginny with the bottle, hustling her ass off. Jonathan for allowing us to come out here and insult your asses. We really appreciate it. I bet you would, baby.
I love you, Mom.
Chuck, thank you so much. I appreciate you on a level that many people probably couldn't understand. I would like to welcome to the stage my friend. He is Mac James. That's the worst intro ever. He has done stand-up for news. Come back here, bitch.
Start over.
Okay, we're gonna start over.
You didn't like it. I don't like that intro.
Nope, I didn't like that intro either.
You guys like that intro?
No, it sucked. Boo! Heckle the host, bitches. Come on, bring it. Okay, I would like to bring to the stage the creator of Stand Up for News, the illustrious, the fabulous, the magnificent and wordy, Mr. Mac James. Coming to tell you how it really is.
We got the asshole on the stage.
I'm the biggest wordy asshole. Wordy. Give it up for your host, Susie Sunshine, you guys. You guys having fun? I didn't even bring a set. Were you talking about the radio show or something earlier when I was smoking? Oh. Stand Up for News, she's mentioned it like 4 times. It was a radio show. And Robin, were you talking about it?
I felt like my jokes were much like the Stand Up for News puns.
She's my co-host on a radio show we do called Stand Up for News. We're stand-up comics and we tell the news. And there's my other co-host over there, Manny Avila. He went up earlier. He was real funny. Yeah. He told that guy to shut up. That was funny. And then there's Captain Jim. He'll be coming up later. He's our co-host too, man. This is my family. I feel like it's a reunion because we went off the air for a little while and we went back with a different crew. It didn't feel right. But basically, and we're trying to get it all back together and go back on the air again. Basically, it's stand-up comics and we tell the news on the radio, you know. Stand up for news. Stand up for news, you know. Clap, clap. So we read punchlines, or we read headlines and we tell punchlines to them and stuff. Something like that. Here's one that you guys might have heard. You guys ready for news jokes, I guess?
Yeah.
I didn't bring a set list. I just thought I'd come hang out with my friends and my family here. All right, so like news jokes. In Clearwater, this was like last summer. This is one of the big headlines in Clearwater. A man, he took his 2 daughters to Dunkin' Donuts, and he went in there and he got some donuts, but he got in a big argument with the guy behind the counter, you know. And then the guy behind the counter actually got so mad that he followed his customer outside and the 2 little girls and everything, and he pulled out his gun and he shot the customer once in each leg. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
You heard about it up here?
I was there.
Well, I guess he won't be running on Dunkin', right? He'll be crawling on Dunkin'. Silly goose ain't got. Yeah, that's just a true story. Here's another thing that happened in Clearwater. I like the local stories because they're crazy. This guy took off from the airport. He's flying his airplane, his pilot, and then he crashed in a local mobile home park and killed the family into the mobile home he crashed into, the senior mobile home. You guys hear about that? Right around the corner here. It's right up here in Largo. Did you hear about that story? That's crazy. They said he was in such a hurry, he didn't inspect his plane to realize what caused the crash. You know, I guess he was in a hurry because he wanted to go see a movie. He was going to the movies, Mom. Did you hear that? Yeah, he's going to the movies. He didn't catch the movie, but at least he caught the trailer. I've been doing a lot of DoorDash lately, and DoorDash was actually in the news. I like doing DoorDash. You can ride around and smoke and listen to whatever you want on the radio and deliver food and stuff like that. But this one driver, he got a bad tip, and he didn't like it. And it was in the news because they caught him on the Ring camera on their doorbell. He pressed the doorbell, and they recorded him spitting on their food 3 times from the bad tip. You hear that one? That was in the news. That's crazy. So I created my own thing, and it's called HoreDash. Hey, buddy, it's basically what it sounds like. You might want to write this number down. Well, you have prostitutes deliver the food to your house for you. You know, perfectly. It's awesome. It's going great. You know, and trust me, you guys, my drivers don't spit. They swallow. That's right. You said it. You said the word. You made my joke better by saying it out loud. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a driver too. You know, I'm a member and the president. You know? Keep on not spitting. All right, let's see. I'll let you get to know me a little bit. Like I do a radio show. These are my radio crew members here, and we reunited. And then she's been on my radio show, Susie Sunshine, your host. Maggie's been on the show before.
Yeah.
I don't think T's been on the show before. Christina, have you? I don't know. We'd like to have you. Come on our show. We've had Tommy Chong on our show before. We've had Linda Marcus Smith, lots of Donnie Stopa, Rio Paris, a bunch of celebrities. To get to know my audience, the audience gets to know me. The greats, they all say you got to connect with your audience. You got to connect with the people. You know, you got to tell them something personal. You guys would agree, right?
Yeah.
Right, guy talking at the bar, you got to connect with them. So this might connect with you, you know, and you guys might laugh a little more. We can laugh and we can all heal with humor a little bit. Sometimes situations are personal and they hurt, but it was funny, so you got to talk about it and laugh. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Since I said that, have any of you guys ever tried heroin before? No? Well, it's terrible. Never try it. Christina, no?
No.
Okay.
My name's Christine, though.
I know, you keep telling me that, Christina. I know, that's why we're doing this right now. And I surprisingly, I had a terrible, horrible addiction to heroin. Crazy heroin addiction.
I wish you had
And
me
I had to go to
right
rehab
now.
I'm sorry, Christina. I'm trying to tell my story and we're supposed to connect right now, Christina. Horrible heroin addiction. It was terrible. It was debilitating and horrible. And I was supposed to go to rehab, Maggie.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to rehab, but instead, you guys, I went to the WWE. Yeah, because I had to put the smack down. It's not a real belt buckle either.
Oh man.
It's just a toy. You're the real champs sitting through this shit. I did my 23andMe, you know what that is? They got sued recently, but I did my 23andMe and I found out when I did that, they sent me an envelope in the mail and it tells you your heritage, you know, your DNA. And I opened it up and the instructions said to take the swab they sent me and swab my mouth and then put it in a little plastic bag they sent me and put that back in the envelope after you swab your mouth and send it to them. And then a week later they send you the results. Have you ever done it, guys? It's great. A week later, I did it and a week later the results came back and I opened it up and said, "Hey, we think that you're a black dude, Mac James." Oh, shit. I probably should have rinsed out my mouth first, you guys. Because now I gotta wait a whole nother week. But I did do a real one. It said I was 7.5% African descent was the number it said. That's good. That 0.5 means a lot. That's 1% per inch. You know what I'm talking about? What was that?
I don't know.
Susie, I never heard you laugh like that. Every time I see Susie, her hair is a different color.
I know.
Every goddamn time. It was orange last time. Time before that was pink and blue.
Yeah.
Cotton candy. And time before that was purple. Time before that was St. Patty's right here, baby. Was green that night or something. Green and blue.
Yeah.
All right, here's another thing. It's very personal, you know, and you got to connect with your audience type thing, situation that maybe we can heal with humor. So one time I was a little boy, and my parents used to leave me with my babysitter, you guys, and they would go out and have fun, you know, and my babysitter sometimes would come inside my room and then, like, he would molest me and stuff. The babysitter would molest me. Yeah. It's crazy, right? And I probably got bad. I probably could have or should have just called a DCF, you know, but I didn't, because luckily for him, I was DTF. It stands for down to fuck. All right. Healing with humor.
I'm gonna keep my elbow.
You want to hear some more news jokes? I
Yes.
did not bring anything, so I pulled one out of Manny's list.
There you go.
Rosie O'Donnell comes out. Rosie O'Donnell came out and told the public in a press conference that she is a real live psychic. Did you hear about that? Rosie O'Donnell said, "I'm a real live psychic." You hear that, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. But trust me, though, she's no medium. You like that one, don't you, Manny? That's why I told it.
I love it.
You guys, here's the new thing I thought of. You guys ever heard of the famous guitar player Angus Young? He's awesome, man. I love Angus Young, man. What is his favorite kind of street jokes to tell? AC/DC/D's nuts jokes. You guys ever heard of the band Mr. Mister?
Yeah.
I'm doing it just for you two. You guys, take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live and love so free. Take. Remember that song, Mr. Mister? Remember them, Joe? Yeah. What do you think? What did Mr. Mister's mom used to call them when they were little? When they were little and they were in real trouble, real big trouble. They'd say, "Mister, Mister, Mister, you get your butt in here right now. Quit wrestling around with your siblings. You almost twisted your sister. Don't give me the light. I wrote 69. You said, how many minutes you want to do? I wrote 60 fucking 9, baby.
L9, bitch. L9. So you got the light at 9. You keep going if you want. For a little while. Keep going.
Okay. Oh, thank you for your. Fuck them. I wanted your permission. This is the guy I'm talking to. I got a joke just for you. You probably are from the streets. I can tell you're from the streets, right, dog?
I'm from Chicago, sir.
That's where I'm from, dog. Yes. He's from the streets. I'm from the streets. I was born in Chicago on the streets, in a playground, actually, on a playground on the streets. It's crazy, you guys. I was born in a playground on the streets. I was a seesaw section baby. My parents were probably swingers, Captain Jim. Yeah. My balls are from the streets, too. These ones right here. They're from the streets, too. You're probably wondering right about now what street this jerk's balls are from, huh? Yeah? Well, it's actually cul-de-sac.
You get insulted, so be careful with that.
It's actually cul-de-sac. That felt weird because you interrupted the punchline. Just pause to laugh and then you talk after that part. All right. I guess, what else? That's it?
That's
All right. If they wanted that one British lady to live a little bit longer, they probably should have named her something else besides Princess Di.
Oh.
That's my set. I'm just kidding. Here you go. Give it up for your host.
Yeah, buddy! Mac James, bitches. I always imagine he's gonna come over to my house and like
Oh, yeah.
stomp all over my